Alright, welcome into the show. Creative Crypto here. And I'm having to record this video on my phone because I wanted to show you guys my Blockfolio, which is the easiest way to show you my hodlings and my 1 year hodl strategy. Blockfolio actually doesn't have a mobile web version for their app. It's only app based. So that's kind of disappointing. I thought I could just log into my Blockfolio account online, but I'm gonna have to do it on the phone. So anyway, it'll be easier to just do it this way. So these are my top holdings, and the goal in this video is to document a video starting a 1 year hodl challenge, to where everything that's in this portfolio here I'm going to hodl for at least 1 year or more, possibly 2 years. And that's what I've decided to do, because if you guys have been following the channel, you know that I have some investments in the Binance Smart Chain, some DeFi yield farming, and different ventures that I like to get into, finding gems, doing gem hunting, and different trading. But this is the more safe, real type of cryptocurrency. The DeFi, the yield farming, that is gambling. That is just trying to gamble and hit it big. This portfolio is something that is long term and that can actually grow without having to do anything. You just buy and hold, and preferably in your hardware wallet, but you can hold on an exchange because sometimes it makes sense to do, because then you don't have to pay a withdrawal fee and then pay a gas fee coming back if you ever want to trade it. Here is the portfolio, and I'm going to go over each coin and kind of tell you why I've decided to hodl that. Okay, now the top is Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now these two are the top two cryptocurrencies, obviously, so I want to have those at the top of my portfolio. I have them split evenly in value right now, so it'll be interesting to see in a year's time if these values are still close together or if they're more far apart. Alright, so we'll see what goes on with that. And that is Bitcoin and Ethereum. We don't need to get into those. Now, Celsius token is a prime example of why I am doing this hodl strategy, because for Celsius token, I actually got in Celsius token about 3 years ago now. About 2018 is when I found out about Celsius token at around 8 cents, and at that time I only put in about $25-30. all right, and I was able to hodl that for a very long time until it hit about 50 to 70 cents, and I decided to take profits at that point. And of course it had pumped even higher than that, but that's why I always recommend just holding some just in case. Alright, so you never know what's going to happen. So with Celsius, this one I've been holding for well over 3 years now, part of this Celsius, and I had 3 times as much of this a few years ago, but I have 100 that I'm planning to hold for at least another year. Alright, because I think this is at least a $50 coin because of all the use case and the lending and everything that they do. So that's what I'm going to do with Celsius. That's in my 1 year hodl strategy wallet. And the next one here is Nimic. Nimic is, in my opinion, the up and coming Tron. Alright, this is actually a browser based cryptocurrency, so you can access this on any browser. You don't need to have a specific wallet. Any browser, and you can have a wallet, and you can send and receive Nimic. And they have a programmable blockchain, which means they can have smart contracts. They can have programmers that want to come in and program and make dApps on top of Nimic. There's payment solution options for Nimic. Alright, so you'll notice the chart with Nimic. Okay, and you'll notice the chart with a lot of these. I'm going to actually go to, let's see, the 2 year, I think is the one I wanted to look at. The 2 year or the 1 year, because most of these have the same trends. Okay, yeah, this type of chart. Okay, you'll notice the pump in the very beginning, and then the consolidation, then the pump, then the consolidation. So a lot of these coins are in this similar pattern of consolidation. So now's the time to stock up your bags. I mean, this time last year, I know it was very difficult to try to stock up your bags, and look how much money people made stocking up their bags last year at around this time when the market was dipping. So that's what I see with Nimic. I see them as easily a 6 cent to 10 cent token. That's where I see Nimic, possibly even higher, but that's where I see Nimic in a year for that one. All right, now the next one is Request Network. This one is Ethereum based. A lot of these other ones will be Ethereum based. And because I do think Ethereum eventually will figure out their scaling solution, and I have a good chunk of my portfolio invested in the Binance Smart Chain, which is a layer 2 solution. So I want to diversify, have some regular Ethereum tokens as well. So what Request Network is, it's a decentralized payment system where anyone can request a payment and receive money through secure means. So you can pay someone and make a smart contract where you agree to send this type of payment and they agree to basically receive it. They have a lot of different use cases for the Request Network and different use cases that can come from this. So right now it's at a 9-cent token. I can see this possibly being $1 within a year or two. You see the chart pattern very similar to Nimic in that consolidation phase. Okay, so the next one here is DAG, which is Constellation. And what this token does is it's allowing people to deploy their own blockchain networks. You can mint your own cryptos. You can create crypto wallets, and they just have different scalability and speed, and it's cost effective. And so it's not their own blockchain. They're still using the Ethereum blockchain, but it's a different way to go about it. They have their own nodes. They have different things that they do to build their own network on top of Ethereum. So that's what I'm looking at with DAG, and you can see that it's in a consolidation phase. It's at a 4-cent price tag right now, and yeah, very easily 10x. I could see it, 40-cent token, possibly $1. That'd be great. And so yeah, that'd be a huge gain with this one. So you'll notice I'm picking coins in similar price ranges with similar chart patterns, because the coins, it's just human nature. When you see the coins in the cents, you think it can hit $1. I mean, look at Dogecoin. I never thought it would even come close to hitting 10 cents or even 50 cents when I first found about Dogecoin, 3 years ago, and it proved me wrong big time. So I'm not going to prejudge any of these cryptos. I'm going to let them play out. All right. So next one here is StormX. Now StormX, they aim to create a decentralized marketplace and call it the Storm Market, where it'll operate similar to the Apple Store, the Google Play Store, where you'll have people come in that can sell apps, that can buy apps, and they're going to all be paid for with the Storm token, and different use cases as well, similar to like Upwork and Fiverr, and you can have different freelancers come in, and they're building this whole ecosystem around this StormX token. All right, you'll see StormX right now at a 2-cent price tag, similar chart patterns. And what I like about Blockfolio is you can scroll down and you can look at their socials and you can see what they're working on, what new things are coming out. Like, they're excited to announce they closed a private growth round. They're looking to raise money for their app, of course. And so this is just pretty good. That's what I like about Blockfolio. So like, again, you'll notice consolidation phase for StormX, and going to put that in the 1-year hodl strategy. Now Zilliqa I've been hodling over a year now. I'm staking that in my Atomic wallet. I don't recommend it actually because the fees are pretty high to withdraw your earnings. I would actually recommend maybe an Exodus wallet for that if you are holding your Zilliqa, but that's where I have mine, and they're going to be there for at least another year, just continuing to earn. I think you can earn about 15% APY on your ZIL. So ZIL, you guys know ZIL, it's a blockchain, has their own blockchain. You can make programs and dApps on top of it. And yeah, it's definitely going to grow. There's a lot of use cases for ZIL. And if they can keep the price down, because the price is actually pretty high to interact on Zilliqa smart contracts, which is a little disappointing because it was supposed to be a better solution than Ethereum. So we'll have to see how that goes with ZIL. Next one here is HiFi Finance, MFT, and what they plan to do is have the mainframe network, which is what they use. It's a messaging layer for the new web. So it goes beyond human-to-human messaging. This is a more secure, privately data-driven type of censorship-resistant network, and that's what they're providing here. It'll be peer-to-peer. It'll be able to have developers come on it and work and build things on top of it. So this is MFT right now, and it's not even at a penny. and I can see this coin definitely getting to 10 cents or more within a year or two. That's what I'm looking at with MFT. Atom, I've been hodling same amount as ZIL for over a year now as well. In the Atomic wallet, you can get about 10% on Cosmos. Now that one I do recommend using the Atomic wallet because it's very low fees for Cosmos to send and receive and earn your staking rewards. So you get 10% a year with Cosmos, just staking it in the Atomic wallet. If you don't know what the Atomic wallet is, you can search for it on the App Store. Just make sure you're getting the right one because there probably is some fakes out there. But as far as I've seen, I've had very much success with Atomic wallet to stake my Cosmos and Zilliqa, except Zilliqa fees are a little high, but I also stake Band over there. So of course we have TRX I've just had for a long time, continue to just hold some because they do have a lot of use cases. The only downside is Justin's son owns a large amount of Tron, but if he doesn't plan on dumping it, I'm sure that he's already close to being a billionaire by now, that he just continues to grow the network. So I just like Tron because it's very cheap, fast, easy to send, easy to receive, instant transactions, and I like the network. So I continue to hold Tron. Energy Web token, EWT. This one, there's a lot of connections with this one with different type of satellite connectors and actually interstellar type of payment options, if you can believe that. So this one also has ties to Elon Musk in a way. There's different things around this token, and it has a very low supply, 34 million only. Now this one's under $10, but I could see Energy Web token hitting $50 to $100 within a year. So that's what I'm looking at with Energy Web token. We'll go down to IOTX. IOTX is a auto-scalable and privacy-centric blockchain infrastructure for the Internet of Things, IoT. Alright, now the Internet of Things is where everything's on the internet. You got machine learning, you got AI, you have distributed systems, a lot of different things can be built on that. Ecosystems, blockchain 3.0, a lot of stuff that can be used with IOTX. So I'm just planning to hodl this one. It's at 2.5 cents right now. I could see that hitting 10 cents to a quarter in a year or two. So that's why I continue to hodl IOTX. And that really does it for the main bag. Some of these other ones like Link, I'm sure you guys know what Link is. It's an Oracle style token. Hez is Hermes. Hermes is another layer 2 solution for Ethereum that claims to be a lot cheaper to send and receive and use the network, even though it's not its own blockchain, but it can have a better scaling solution for Ethereum. That one's in my bag to hodl. Coingecko token, CET. The reason I'm hodling this is because they have their own smart chain like Binance that they're working on. So they're going to have their own smart chain with their own DEX. So that one could pump if they do similar to Binance. Origin protocol is another type of marketplace, peer-to-peer marketplace, e-commerce applications. Users can buy and sell goods on these marketplaces. Developers can create their own applications on the Origin blockchain using the Origin token for payment and governance. So that's what this is here, looking at under $1 right now. I could see this hitting, $3 to $5, if not more, within a year or so. All right, so we'll continue on the hodl bag. Got some ADA. Got a little bit less ADA than I would like, to be honest. I wish I had more ADA. I wish I got some around 10 cents. I knew about ADA for a long time. I just never accumulated it for some reason. There's just some of the cryptos that fall through the cracks. I'm sure you guys feel the same way, where it's been around and you've known about it for a long time, but you never really put a big investment into it. And it can happen. You can't hold them all. It's pretty tough to find them all. All right, now NRG is a stakeable blockchain. They actually have their own swap, their own DEX already, Energy Swap. And I could see that scaling big, possibly, if more people catch on. They don't have a lot of volume right now, not a lot of popularity, but it could scale and it could be something to use in the future. Just have a small investment in that, about $78. There's my band. I'm just staking that in the Atomic wallet, making about 17% APY. Just continue to get more band. Omni, this one is on a bit of a dip. This one is just It's an NFT marketplace. Now NFTs are getting absolutely demolished right now. They have their own app, which is pretty high tech, where eventually you'll be able to do some Pokemon Go style NFT hunting, where you can actually plant NFTs in the real world and people can go find them and try to scan with their phone, and it's pretty lucrative. So this is more of a big time long term play. I'd say 2 years minimum to let the economy really grow. Alright, they have a lot of backing. They have a big ecosystem so far. Alright, so the other one, Neo. I'm just holding one Neo because I do think Neo could possibly hit $200 to $300 per Neo, because Neo does have a very low supply, under 100 million Neo. It's a programmable blockchain, but it is somewhat centralized because they limit who can make dApps. You have to be fully vetted, and so not a lot of people like that because they like the freedom to build whatever kind of dApps they want. But Neo could get big in the future. I just have one Neo in the portfolio at the moment. Now this one I just had for a while, Chromia. It's more of an NFT coin again, in case the NFT craze. You know, it was on a bit of a bubble, but it could recover, and you never know with NFTs. It's so young with NFTs. Next one here, Who token from the Who exchange. If you guys have ever used a Who exchange, it's my go-to exchange next to CoinEx and KuCoin. So those are my big four. You know, Binance number 1, KuCoin number 2, and then you got Who and CoinEx exchange 3 and 4, and they actually have their own smart chain for the Who blockchain. So just hodling some just in case that takes off, like the BNB chain. VeChain, I'm sure you guys know VeChain. They have the QR codes that they can put into anything to track things. So eventually, if more places use that technology, that could take off. I used to have more VeChain, but I redistributed that into other things. And I just want to hodl some because I don't want to completely be out of VeChain. Glitch Network, to be honest, I'm not exactly sure what this does. Someone actually reached out to me in the space to tell me about that one, so I decided to hodl a little bag of that one. They have it on the Who exchange, so I'm just hodling that there because I don't want to pay the gas fees to interact with it, because it's much more expensive to trade on Uniswap. BSV, Bitcoin Safe Value, just in case it really pumps. You never know. Could be like a Bitcoin Cash competitor, but really probably not. It's probably just a scam coin created by fake Satoshi Craig Wright. And we go on down the list. Pretty much it for my hodlings. GoChain, just a little bit of GoChain because you never know. They are a scalable, low fee blockchain which is able to build dApps and different things on top of it. You never know what could happen. Just will have about $17 of that. Electroneum, I've had that for a while. Was mining it. This is actually the Electroneum that I mined when they were a mineable coin way back when you could have the mobile miners. So that's just the Electroneum that I had mined. I'm just continuing to hodl. Digitex, I've had that for a long time. That's kind of a failed project. And CYL is Crystal Token. That was another failed project that I just continued to just hodl just to see what happens. So that is a portfolio, guys. Right now we're sitting at 10.7K. And like I said, it's a 1 year hodl challenge. I'm not going to touch this portfolio. I have my assets diversified in a certain way. So anything in my hodlings, I'm not touching. And the things that I play around with is my Binance Smart Chain account and those wallets. I have another around 10,000 in those wallets that I continue to just have fun with. Try to make some money yield farming, make some passive income, and then try to build more long-term bags. All right, so this, I'm going to try my hardest to not sell for a year or more. If I have to, I'll go get another job. I'll do something else other than sell this. Because in the past, I've gotten burned so many times by selling too early. And I go back and look at my exchange accounts and see what I sold. And I just cringe. I just cringe at how much I sold and how dumb I was not having a long-term vision. So I'm definitely going to have that long-term vision now. I've been in this space way too long, over 4 years. And I cannot just sell myself short anymore. And so that's what I plan on doing, guys. So if you want to follow the hodl strategy, make sure you subscribe to this channel. I'll give updates along the way, maybe at like the 6-month mark. So we'll mark today, June 4th, 2021. So we'll check back in around December and see how this portfolio is looking and see if there's any gains or losses. So that's the way you got to do it. If you really want to make some money long term, you got to have a hodl bag. And if you want to dip your hand into the decentralized DeFi yield farming, go ahead, but definitely don't use funds that you can't afford to lose, because I don't want to lose this whole portfolio. That's why if all the stuff I'm doing on Binance Smart Chain, if that goes to zero, guess what? I still have this hodl bag that I have for the long term. So that's my strategy, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It'll be interesting to see if this can grow. I'm hopeful this can grow to a 10x, even possibly 50 or 100x in 5 years or less. So that's what we're going to see. It's going to be interesting to track the journey with this. And that's the whole point of having the YouTube channel, is just to document things and track the journey. So once again, subscribe to the channel to follow along and track this 1 year hodl strategy and see what the outcome is. So guys, thanks for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit the thumbs up and subscribe for more. And leave a comment down below with things that you're hodling for the long term and what is in your Blockfolio account. I'll be interested to hear about it. So, hope you guys have a great day wherever you are. Until the next time we will talk again, take care and take charge. Creative Crypto, out.